Welcome back, joined by Championship correspondent Pascal Lemire to review Saturday's clash in Sheffield Wednesday and Wolverhampton Wanderers. Pascal, starting the away side, not in great form at all.
Not at all. It's 5 defeats in a row now, just terrible form. It's dropped them into the bottom half of the table, 13th place now, and obviously they were right there in the top 6 and near the top of the table before this terrible run. And yeah, last week against Bournemouth, they can count themselves quite unlucky because they took the lead through Danny Graham, his first goal since coming in, and that's a huge boost for him because he got off to a poor start and they were relying on him for goals really because they were struggling elsewhere. Dicko still being out injured, Leon Clark not doing the business. So they brought in Danny Graham. He got his goal. It was a lovely header as well, but they were unlucky because they had Rajiv van der Parra sent off, and since then that red card has been rescinded. It was an unfair dismissal because he sort of challenged for a ball in the air, sort of led with his shoulder, but it was sort of a head-to-head collision, and that sending off was unlucky. They had another man sent off late on because they were just so frustrated the way they threw the game away to Bournemouth. So they lost 2-1, and there was just frustration everywhere. Matt Doxey got sent off for a rash challenge. They appealed that one as well, but they haven't won that appeal. He's now suspended for 3 games. That's a blow for them, and obviously there's just the wrong things at Wolves at the moment. Steve Morgan, the chairman, he came onto the pitch, argued with referee Mike Jones over the decisions. He's now been charged by the FA. When you're on a losing run like this, that's the sort of stuff you don't want. You look at Wigan and the Dave Whelan stuff. That's not helping their situation. Steve Morgan being charged here, that's not helping Wolves' situation. But yeah, they need to get at least a point out of this, you would have thought, because 6 defeats in a row is just woeful, really.
So while Wolves have dropped into the bottom half, Wednesday have gone above them. They're not too far off the playoffs now.
No, Wednesday they've leapfrogged Wolves, gone up to 12th in the table because they've won 2 games in a row. And yeah, 2 impressive wins as well. I think they beat Wigan 2-1. That was a decent win at home. But then last week to go to Blackburn and win 2-1, that was really impressive because Blackburn, I think they were unbeaten in 9 going into that game, and Wednesday went there. They were a bit lucky as well because the first goal was very fortunate the way it dropped to Kieran Lee, he stuck it away, and then with the winner in injury time from Dielna, that was deflected into the top corner. So they were lucky, but Blackburn, Wednesday did really well there because Blackburn have been decent recently, and Wednesday sort of restricted them. Gusted and Rose didn't get a sniff. Ben Marshall had a quiet game, and I think things are looking up for Wednesday because they started the season well, but then they had that awful run sort of in October, November where they weren't really doing much. Things have been proven of late, and you look at Stevie May, he's got back to form, and they've got other players. Royston Drenthe's had his moments here and there, and I think Wednesday are a decent team. I don't expect them to quite rise up to maybe the top 6, but I think if they can be around mid-table, I think that'd be good for them because last season they were sort of struggling near relegation. So if they can stay around 12th all season, I think that'd be good for them.
So it's a very important game for both teams. What's your score prediction?
Yeah, I think obviously Wolves, they can't really go 6 defeats in a row, can they? I think Wolves are going to end their run here. I don't think they're going to get a win, but I think they'll get a point. I'm going to go 1-1.
Sorts of going for a 1-1 draw.